You've probably heard of the usual suspects when it comes to San Diego's high-end neighborhoods: La Jolla, Del Mar, Carmel Valley, maybe even Encinitas. But what if I told you there's a hidden gem just north of all those areas, one that has top-rated schools, a true community vibe, and some of the best beach access in the entire county? This is Carlsbad, and if you don't live in North County, chances are you've overlooked it. Hey, my name is Nick, and I've helped a lot of individuals and families relocate to this area. And time after time, I hear the same thing. People say, I wish I knew about this area sooner. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what makes Carlsbad such a hidden gem. We're gonna talk about everything from the top-rated schools to the lifestyle, to the neighborhoods, and the real-world prices. Let's get into it. Now, to start, let's talk about this location. It is so strategically located. It has a really good balance of work, live, play, lifestyle. Not to mention you have everything from the beach to outdoor access, trails, family life, shopping. Everything is literally right at your fingertips, so you never feel isolated living over here. And let's say you're lucky enough to actually work remote, or maybe your office is in Carlsbad, which if you're in tech, there is a lot up here. You got everything from Viasat to Thermo Fisher. Well, it's all right in your backyard. But let's say you have to commute to some of these areas. You're gonna have that trade-off. Let's say you work in central San Diego or downtown San Diego. You're gonna have a bit of that trade-off. You're gonna get more space, a little more value up here, and a different lifestyle than some of these more central San Diego areas. And as a born and raised San Diegan, it always blows my mind on how fast you can actually get around San Diego County when there is no traffic. So I kind of want to paint a picture of what commuting times can look like depending on where you need to go or where your commute is from Carlsbad. If you need to head to downtown San Diego, or you got to go to the airport and you're going to fly out pretty often, that can be about a 35 to 45 minute drive with no traffic. If you want to head down to La Jolla or UTC, maybe you got a doctor's appointment down there from Carlsbad, that's going to take you about 30 minutes. Or if you want to get up to Orange County, let's say San Clemente or Laguna Beach, that's only going to take you about 30 minutes as well. So relatively speaking, those commute times might not be that bad to you. In fact, I have a client who's a software engineer. He works remote, but he does have to go into the office about twice a week down there in University Town Center. And once we started exploring Carlsbad as an option, he didn't even use it as an option to begin with, but then he realized, holy smokes, I will spend an extra 10 minutes on the 5 to get this property that had views. He had a family, so the public schools were really important to him, and the value just made sense to him. And honestly, this is a story that I see happen time and time again. Until people really get out to the area, explore it, and see what life is really like up here, I feel like a lot of people just eliminate it off their list. And Carlsbad may feel far if you've never been there, but from what I've seen, when a lot of people get out here, explore, and just feel out what day-to-day life is like here, the decision usually becomes a little bit more clear. And I've seen this with every walk of life, and this definitely needs to be mentioned because that's one of the beautiful things about Carlsbad is it doesn't matter if you're a retiree, if you're a tech professional, or maybe your family with kids, it seems to be a good choice for literally every walk of life. And Carlsbad can kind of be a missed opportunity. It's a place that's very commonly overlooked by a lot of out-of-state buyers and people that have even lived in San Diego for a couple years. It's really a place you have to hang out, explore, go to the beach, go grab a bite to eat to really understand and appreciate this area. Not to mention, it's not as heavily advertised in my opinion. I don't know what it is, but everybody, when they picture living in San Diego, they picture La Jolla, which is really funny to me. And La Jolla is beautiful. Great restaurants, beautiful homes. It's very pricey and the beaches are amazing. But if you want to open your horizon and find some other areas that aren't so on the radar, look in areas just like Carlsbad. And once people see it, they're usually pretty shocked that it wasn't on their initial list. And I think it's really hard to just rely on MLS listings or looking on Zillow, or maybe you're using an agent that just doesn't know the area and all the little hidden pockets. There is some great communities where your dollar will still go very far. For instance, La Costa, I find this a very undervalued area, especially if your budget isn't $1 million. You can find a townhome over there for $600K and they're like 1,200 square feet. You look over in Carmel Valley for that same exact thing, you're gonna get about 800 square feet and it's just gonna feel a lot more congested. And the reason I bring that example up is because I have a client in that exact position. We kind of shifted into Carlsbad and we are getting literally an extra bedroom and an extra bathroom for the same price. And it's literally a very comparable lifestyle to Carmel Valley. It's very upscale and very coastal. So guys, we help people all over San Diego buy and sell. And if you're in this position and you just want some real guidance, I am the guy that answers the phone. Shoot me a text or give me a call. My number is right there below. Now, I want to set some real expectations for what homes actually look like and feel like here in Carlsbad. And we're actually going to tour a home at the very end of this. It's a brand new construction here in Carlsbad. It's a townhome, but I want to break this down because options come in all different shapes and sizes all throughout Carlsbad. And this is where Carlsbad really surprises a lot of people. You have everything from new construction homes to more modern resales to your cute beach bungalows as well. And there's so many different neighborhoods here in Carlsbad that are going to offer different lifestyles and different feels, especially when it comes to the real estate. Now, if you're looking for a condo or a townhome, price ranges are typically going to start right at about $600,000 going up to $1 million. But if you're dead set, on a 3 or 4 bedroom single family home, your options really aren't going to start till about 1.4, maybe 1.5 million, going up to about $2 million. And that is significantly cheaper than, let's say you're looking in La Jolla, or if you're in Encinitas, the prices are going to be a lot more than that. And a very common question I'll get from somebody is, will a home be move-in ready here in Carlsbad if our budget is 1.3 or 1.4 million? Yes, it will 100% be move-in ready. And the beauty of Carlsbad is it's a lot of newer developments over here. A lot of homes were built in the early 2000s, 2010. So you have a newer home that's still pretty updated. And a lot of the times people have already fully renovated these and made them updated. For example, if you want an older home with charm, well, look in areas like Old Carlsbad. This is where you're gonna have some of your older homes, and they just have a little bit more charm and character in my opinion. But let's say you want a very walkable community where you got Trader Joe's, you got restaurants, you got a Sprouts, and you just wanna have that clean, consistent neighborhood. Look in areas like Bressi Ranch. And especially for my remote workers or my second home buyers, and you want more of like a lock and leave situation, maybe even want a new construction townhome, look in Coral Ridge, Coral Springs, built by KB Homes. These are brand new homes. These are one of the ones we're gonna tour at the end here, but you can still get some really good builder incentives, and there's still some opportunities in there. And at the end of the day here, you just have a lot of different options and a lot of great opportunities still, everything from entry-level homes to luxury homes in established neighborhoods. Now, let's talk a little bit about what day-to-day life here is actually like here in Carlsbad, because it goes beyond the home that you live in. You really gotta dig the lifestyle. And here in Carlsbad, it is nothing but chill vibes. I don't know if you could tell behind me, but it's literally a Friday afternoon, and there is a ton of people at this one park. I'm at Point City Park right now, and it's a very active community. I would say all of Carlsbad is like this. You have parks all over the place, whether you want to go to the skate park, you want to play pickleball, you want to go to the dog park and meet some other people. There's just endless stuff to do outdoors. And especially if you like to take advantage of the great weather here in Carlsbad, there is a ton of really easy accessible trail systems here. One of my favorites is going to be Calavera Lake right there. Great for trail running or just walking that trail. Or Bataquitos Lagoon is one of my top picks as well. Beautiful lagoon views, and it's just shaded. It's just very peaceful. Especially having the beach just right in your backyard. This is amazing whether you want to go surfing or you want to go on a beach run, or hey, maybe you want to go grab your morning coffee and go walk on the beach. The options are literally endless when it comes to that beach lifestyle. You also have the very walkable Carlsbad Village, which is kind of sort of like the downtown area. It's right there on the beach, and it's a place where you park and you can just walk around and go explore. There's local boutiques, there's coffee shops, there's donut shops, there's restaurants, there's bars. There's just a plethora of things to do. Not to mention every Wednesday afternoon, you're going to have the farmers market, which is always a good time. A bunch of local produce and some really good food. It's just really an area that has a small town feel, but with big city access, which people absolutely love. And I think once people start exploring, they really notice that it's not just neighborhoods, it's more of a community. People know each other. There's community sports here. And even the kids, they're walking to school with each other. That is a huge thing for families that everybody loves. And I think one thing that people don't really realize until they live here is how much time they actually spend outdoors. I mean, we have 7 miles of coastline here, and most of it's public. It's very walkable and it's accessible. It's not reserved for just multi-million-dollar properties with their own beach. Even if you live in inland Carlsbad, these neighborhoods are literally only 10-15 minutes away from the beach. So it's really easy to get up every day and just go have your morning walk on the beach or go watch the sunset at the beach. It's literally one of the most fulfilling things, and it just feels so good spending your day close to the coast, and you don't even have to live on the beach. It's a really cool lifestyle. It almost feels kind of like a vacation home lifestyle, but it's really your everyday life here. I mean, it's super cool, especially if you have kids. I mean, your kids can literally go surfing before they go to school, or if you're into running or you like to just get your exercise outside, you can just at 4 o'clock, you can go on a beach run and then go grab dinner. I mean, what's better than that? And Carlsbad isn't just another pretty beach town. It's actually a very smart move for families. You have a ton of great things going for it, especially when it comes to these schools and the safety. Carlsbad Unified School District is one of the top public school systems in all of San Diego County. You have schools like Sage Creek, Pacific Rim, and Aviara Oaks that are consistently earning very strong academic ratings along with parent satisfaction. And from what I've seen, families specifically move here for the schools, and a nice catch is you get that nice lifestyle as well, which I already mentioned. And a lot of these neighborhoods are really designed with the parks and the schools all within walking distance of your neighborhood. So that's a huge plus. And honestly, compared to some of the other trendier coastal cities here in San Diego, Carlsbad is actually going to feel very livable, very clean, and very grounded, which makes it really good for raising kids. And for my parents out there, something that is extremely important is knowing when you are choosing the neighborhood you want to move into in Carlsbad, it is broken up into 3 different school districts. If you're on the southern side of Carlsbad, that's actually going to feed into the San Diego Union District, or if you're on the east side, that's going to feed into the San Marcos Unified School District. But basically anything from about central up to the border of Oceanside is going to be the Carlsbad Unified School District. I can't tell you how many people we talk to are dead set on a neighborhood only to find out that wasn't the schools that they wanted their kids to go to. So knowing that is so crucial. We help people move from all over the country right here to Carlsbad, and we can help you figure that out. Feel free to reach out. Now, let's talk a little bit about value, because this is where Carlsbad really stands out. And it's not cheap by any means, but it definitely can be worth it depending on your walk of life and where you're at. Especially for my long game buyers out there, you know, people that are thinking about the good schools, the resale value, and what the quality of life is going to be like for the next 5 to 10 years while you live here. And when you compare it to areas like La Jolla or Encinitas, or even a lot of coastal Orange County, Carlsbad is still priced very, very well, especially considering you can find options starting at around $650,000, going up to about $2 million. Of course, that's going to depend on the neighborhood, proximity to beaches and schools, and whether that's a condo or a single family home. And from what I've seen, Carlsbad is a place that people stay. And from an investment standpoint, that just means there's a lot more future growth, especially when it comes to equity. And I've seen so many investors and relocation buyers regret not buying here in Carlsbad sooner, especially as inventory tightens. Now, I'm the type of person that thinks there is deals to be had in every single market, no matter what's happening. It's just all about finding the right opportunities, especially in new construction right now. I'm actually going to show you guys a townhome that's brand new, built by KB Homes. And some of these townhomes are struggling to sell, especially in the new construction world right now. So this is where you can find some really good opportunities as far as rate buy downs. You can find closing costs being covered and even upgrades at no cost. And something I've really noticed with really smart buyers out there right now is they're not getting stuck on sticker prices of property. They're looking at what is that actually get them for that price, the price to value. Is it worth it? Is there long-term stability there? What's going to be happening close by in the future? Is there new construction coming up in the area? All this stuff is so important, and it's things that the smart buyers are really looking at. That's why I want to showcase this one today, because there is no new construction in Carlsbad, whether it's attached or detached, that you can find for under $1.2 million. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So I'm going to give you a really nice walkthrough of this brand new construction townhome over here in Coral Ridge and Coral Springs. We're actually going to start out on the second level. This is a 3-story townhome, again, built by KB Homes. Never been lived in, brand new, just about everything. Upgraded floors, upgraded countertop. You have the upgraded appliances as well, which we like to see. That's going to be the Wolf appliances. But you can see very light and bright. It's actually going to be a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath townhome, just shy of 2,000 square feet. Now, you heard me mention it's right below 1.2 million. That's because it is. It's 1,190,000, which is a pretty spectacular deal in my opinion. Again, this is kind of the layout which I wanted to show you guys in here. This is going to be your main living space. You got room for a dining room over here. You have a little bit of extra cabinet space over here, and then big expansive kitchen island where you could probably keep about, I'd say 4 to 5 chairs. They have 3 And then you have a little bit of storage underneath, which is nice. But imagine coming back from the beach. You're only about 10 minutes away from the Tamarack Beach, which is nice. You could have an e-bike there in probably 15 minutes. So location's on point. But what I think about is coming back from the beach and just kicking back, hanging out, relaxing. I'd probably be making an iced espresso and just chilling. So you actually do have a half bath, which is gonna be located right here. This is your guest bath. And we'll actually save the downstairs, which is kind of my favorite part, for the end. Got a patio space here. And it has those beachy tones. You got the light luxury vinyl plank in here, which is really nice. And then you have carpet taking you up to the third story, which is where you're gonna have well, not all your bedrooms, but you're gonna have 3 bedrooms up here. Primary is gonna be located over here. We'll go take a peek at this first. Good sized room. It's probably a queen bed. You got 2 vanities on the side. You got the extra big windows, oversized windows. You have one right here. And a huge feature, which I know everybody loves, is you got 2 closets in here. So that's probably the his. We'll make our way to the primary bath. Dual vanity. Shower. And then we have the extra walk-in, which is good. I mean, that's huge. People always need the extra space. I know I do, at least me and my lady do. You also have little cool features, like everything's on a dimmer, which is really nice. So you got a little upgraded electrical system. There is paid solar, which is included in the price. And then what's really nice, this is gonna be your full bath upstairs. Very spacious too. You got the taller ceilings. These are about 9 feet. Washer dryers in here. It's nice to be on the 3rd level so you're not running down to the bottom, bringing all your laundry up. Bedroom 2. But what's nice with a new home is you're gonna get a brand new structure, but you're gonna get the warranties, which is huge. You're gonna get the 10-year structural. So if anything goes wrong, even plumbing, electrical, you're gonna be taken care of. So that's a huge highlight. You're not gonna get that with a resale home. Now we'll make our way back to the bottom level. It's very wide open. Very nice feeling down here. And there really is a lot of convenience in this location on where we're at. You're walking distance to an elementary school. You have Sage Creek High School, which is an easy e-bike down the street. So you really can't get any better, especially when it comes to shopping, accessibility. You have a lot of that very close by. Now we're heading down to the 1st floor. This is your main entry down here. So you're gonna have your front entrance here. You also have your 2-car garage over there. Let me give you a little glimpse of the exterior of these buildings. And then you do have a little front patio area. And there is a community pool in this neighborhood, very resort style. It's actually down there to the left. There's always kids and parents hanging out there. So it's got a really good community vibe. Now, this is a huge ask by a lot of people, especially when there's stairs involved in a house. They need a downstairs bedroom. And the beauty is this one's en suite. So you can see here, good sized room. You got the tall ceilings still down here, oversized windows, closet, single vanity with the shower. So this is a huge ask. So this could be great for, one of the kids down here, or maybe when the in-laws come into town, or maybe an office for you. A lot of options. And then again, 2-car garage in there. Not a bad place to call home. And maybe this home caught your eye, whether it's the layout or the location or just the overall vibe of this place. This could be a really great place to call home here in San Diego. Or maybe this isn't what you're looking for. You want a detached home, you want views, you want to be close to walkability. There is something out there for you here in Carlsbad. So if you have any questions or you need help, give me a call. I'm the one that actually answers the phone, and I will give you real guidance, no fluff, and make sure we're finding you the exact spot you want to be. And also, if you guys want to learn a little bit more about living and moving here in San Diego, check out this video right here.